Hey guys, I'm Eli. This is Sarah. We are actually in our new office right now. We have a lot to talk to you guys about. We switched brokerages, and today we're actually going to be talking about credit and some useful information that you guys need, especially if you're looking to purchase a home. We
Mhm.
are here in San Antonio, Texas, but we're licensed all throughout Texas, as well as we have agents now in multi different states. So if you're looking to purchase a home and you're not in Texas, still reach out to us because you can probably network with one of our amazing realtors in our network that we can help you with. So, are you excited that
Yes.
we kind of switched over? It's a big step for us.
It was kind of scary, but
Very scary.
um it's like bittersweet.
Yeah,
I'm not like happy I left, but I'm also like happy that it's a new chapter.
yeah, it is. And so we are, again, now we're with Real Brokerage. We're actually in our new office right now doing our videos, and I'm super excited to start doing our videos again. I'm like I'm obsessed with like podcasts right now. So I have like three different ones that I'm working on, but I just need to be more consistent with it.
Yeah. Well, there
So
was a lot of change. So
yeah, there are a lot of changes. So we're gonna get back on track. If you want to go into the description, we're gonna have our channel for our marriage group. It's just us hanging out, talking as a couple. Hopefully, what is it, Bloom?
Bloom is still our
Hopefully they
sponsor.
sponsor us. Yeah. So it should be fun. But today we're gonna be talking about credit because. Go ahead. Might as well. You're already there. Which one's that one?
Not for you.
So stupid.
It's the
Today,
apple.
Today we're going to be talking about credit. So one of the biggest things with credit is it's like the number one thing I would say our clients have issues with. Would you agree with most? Would you say
Credit?
most of your
Yeah.
credit? Yeah. Most of my clients don't have. I think the second thing would be income, but the number one thing would be credit.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people think that credit is like something that you can't really fix or that it's really difficult to fix. And I feel like income is a lot more difficult to fix
I say the same
than
thing.
credit. Credit you can,
Work on it.
work on. You can hire someone to work on it. I know that that sometimes sounds like there's a lot of bad people in
Yeah,
that
and we'll talk
industry,
about that.
but credit is a lot more, I guess,
It's something you can
it's
work on.
attainable
Yeah,
because you can't just walk into your boss's office and be like, yo, I need a raise.
yeah.
It doesn't really work like
Yeah,
that.
it's like if you need an extra 50K, it's like, hey, you know what? I'm trying to buy a house. Can I get a 50 grand raise? It doesn't work that way. So
Thanks.
when it usually comes to income, it's like you have to meet requirements or you have to pay off debts.
Right.
And so that's a little harder than it is to do when it's like, okay, I have a credit issue. I need to pay off debt. Like I can slowly do that instead of
You
like,
can create a game plan.
yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
so today we're going to talk about a new company that we've been partnering with. They've been being used by a lot of our agents. One of the stories is a client with a 400 credit score, mind you, 400 credit score. Within I think 40 days, got to a 650.
It's
Um,
crazy.
which one of the biggest things is because they're not a typical credit repair company. They're
Hmm.
attorneys, so they do things a lot differently. Kind of give you the structure of like most credit repair companies. I put them in three categories. So you have one where we use the first one too. We have two companies that we use. You pay either $40, and there's another company you pay $90. You get into their program, and they'll give you what's called a DIY.
DIY.
I always say it backwards. DIY of your credit, and they'll have a game plan for you. So on there, it's going to say if you were to do X, Y, and Z, you will be at a certain credit score within X amount of months, years, whatever it takes. But you have to do those things. So they're telling you what to do, giving you a game plan. And I think that's the biggest thing is that a lot of people they're like, I don't even know what to do to fix my credit.
Hmm.
And sometimes you're just paying off things that really doesn't help you anyway, like spending lots of money paying off certain debts
Right.
and it may move the needle just a little bit. Like we want maximum credit points for very little money to do it.
Yeah.
And
We want
so
the best results with the least amount of
there you
headache
go.
and the least amount of money.
Exactly. So that's number one.
Right.
Then you get into part two, which is going to be the more traditional credit repair companies where you pay them 80 to 150 bucks a month and they'll send out letters for you and kind of ask you to do some things here and there, but they're
Yeah.
not as you're not as hands-on as you would be in category one. This one's just like answer some phones, do some things. But this one is very slow for the most part, and I believe because a lot of times, they're making their money on their monthly payments.
Hmm.
So, they'll send out their letters, but they're not on the phones, they're not calling debts, they're not trying to get things removed and everything. It's just depending on the company, but for the most part, from what I understand, it's very tedious and slow
Yeah, and I think we get most of complaints
from
from
that one.
somebody in this tier.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, because they'll be like, well, it's been 6 months and I haven't really seen an increase
Yeah.
in my score.
And not to say it can't work.
Yeah,
Not to say
right.
it can't work, because in time, if you give
But it's
something,
also the right company.
yeah, it's also the
You
right
have to get
company,
the right
and in
company.
time, things can work if they are sending letters and things can fall off and things like that. But again, I'm a more bang for my buck type of guy. I'm not gonna wait X amount of months for things that if I was to take that same amount of money, which is tier 3.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, let's say you were in their program for 10 months and you pay $100 a month, that's $1,000. Tier 3 is a new company we started working with. I'm actually gonna pull up their packages. We actually started talking to them, and I submitted 5 new clients into this program this
Yeah.
week alone,
Yeah.
so that they can get a consultation, and a couple of them have signed up already, and it's been really really good because again, a lot of our clients I'm pretty sure most of you guys are like, I want my credit done now. I want to
It's
get a
me.
I'm sorry, I want to get a house now. And what happens is, it's just like anything else. It's either you pay for what you get. If you pay very low, you don't get the greatest service. You pay
Right.
very high, you usually get a better service. And so when I tell people, hey, minimum price for this option is $1,000, people run. They're like, I don't got $1,000. I get
Mm-hmm.
it, but you will pay somebody $100 a month for 10 months and possibly have a good results.
Right.
When these people are guaranteeing a change, and we've been seeing results. So for example, the first one is the restoration package. That one's $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 60-day turnaround, which is amazing. 2 months. So they're already telling you about on average what it is. And so what they would do is they would remove all your collections and charge offs under $25,000.
In total.
Yeah, and then most of our clients, this is where they land, because not many people have a lot of collections and stuff in over $25,000. If you do, then you probably need the next package we'll get to.
Right.
They cover all the legal audits and the customer laws based disputes. So they do everything legally. These are attorneys that do
Consumer.
consumer. Sorry. These are attorneys, and this
Right.
is why you hire them and not me to do this, because I'm gonna
Right.
misread something. And so these are people that are mostly gonna, like, they're barely starting to get into their home buying purchase. A lot of our clients land into this now. There's another package that they have, but the great thing about the second package, it is 1,500 if you need to be in this, but they also are running a special with us, is that they do if you're a married couple, they'll do 2 of you for the price of one. So this one's 1,500. This is the mortgage ready bundle. This is a 30-day turnaround though.
Mm-hmm.
So for $500 more, you get one less month. And then what they'll do is that, removing collections and charge offs, they'll go up to $75,000. One, this is maybe a solo person that has a little bit more issues, or a couple with
Yeah.
2 people having a lot of things going
Right.
on. And then this also includes something extra. So something that the first one doesn't include is no trade lines. This
Mm-hmm.
one includes up to $30,000 of positive trade lines, which creates history, creates usage. So just like any credit, I think one of our credit cards is what, $1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think we have one for 3. And so if we were to use the whole $3,000, we're using 100%.
Right.
What is the normal that we're supposed to be using? Like
10.
10%. So that would be $300.
Mm-hmm. 30 is the max, but really you want to be between 5 and 10%.
On those
On those
statement
recurring,
dates.
yep.
No, the
On the
statement
statement
dates. Because if
dates.
you're using more than that, that means you're using more usage, which in turn, the credit companies are like, you're depending on this money to
Right.
get you by, and
Right.
they want you to have it, but they don't want you to depend on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you run into a lot of clients that have like a usage problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely.
So like credit cards and.
A lot of it's been collections.
Okay.
Because so that's the thing about credit, is a lot of people think that it's just your score, but in mortgage, it's not just about the score. It also has to be about the report. So just because your score may be, let's say, like the mid or like the high 600s, low 600s, you might have a lot of collections and charge-offs, and they have to take that also into consideration and calculate that into your debt to income ratio. So just because it's charged off and it's collections
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it doesn't go into your monthly debt. They still have to calculate it, and that it really just depends on the type of loan and how. Do you see this, man? And how they're reporting it to your credit bureau, to the credit bureaus. So that's why I always say it's better to connect with a loan officer first
Yeah.
before you just start throwing money at debt.
Yeah, because one of the biggest things, especially with our clients, is we always put them through an application process first.
Yeah.
One, we always talk about how, and we kind of went to a training where we might change a little bit of that, but the reason being is because I hate to take people to houses and they fall in love and they see the dream of like becoming homeowners, and then we do this application, and one, they don't automatically just don't get approved, or they don't get approved for enough to get that certain home, and we're just like, hey, look, you saw what you wanted and you can't afford it qualifying wise, and now we have to lower down their expectations, and it's just kind of heart wrenching. So I usually never like to start that way. We usually like to go with the loan officer and let them tell us like, hey, if you're approved or not approved. If you're approved, great. How much are we approved for? What do those payments look like?
Yeah.
Have that conversation of like, okay, you want a $1,500 payment. Well, depending on the interest rate, are we doing new construction or pre-owned? That's going to determine. Like I have a client right now. They want no HOAs. Most of the time you're going to have to go pre-owned. But they want a $1,500 payment, and
there are new construction.
yeah, there's a few, so we're looking into those too. So,
right.
But specifically, they want no HOAs. They want more pre-owned, but they want a $1,500 payment. So I asked the loan officer, I was like, hey, on Sari's a loan officer, so her team, Gabby, got back with me, and she's like, well, they need to be at 160. And so we are looking for houses that price range and seeing what we can look for.
It's not
impossible.
It's not impossible.
It's just it depends on what you're realistically looking for in that price range. So if you're telling me, hey, I want a 5-bedroom house that's like brand new and stuff like that, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey, your expectations are to where if they're realistic, then yes, we can do something. And I'm always willing to work with people that are realistic. If you're always pushing back like I want this, I want
flexible too. I think flexibility on both sides is key. Because as a realtor, we obviously don't want to like have, okay, well, these are your only options and not be open to searching outside of those parameters. Yeah. So I think it's important that both come in with that flexibility.
So I sent her two list of homes. So I sent her 160 and under, and then I sent her 160 to 190. So if we can move a little bit on that, just so you can kind of see like, okay, under 160, is there anything I even love? No? Okay, hey, here's another list. If you got to move on your payment just a little bit, is there something that catches your eye? Because we can always put offers in and things we can do, but then we're also looking for closing costs and stuff like that too.
And I mean, $30,000, it doesn't seem like it would be a huge change on the monthly payment, but it's probably like $200 to $300.
I found an extra 15 houses in that price range.
But it's probably like an additional $200 to $300 on that monthly payment. Yeah. So what is that? Like it's just a give and take. Like obviously we don't want to just be like, oh, it's only $200. Like $200 is $200, especially in this economy. But it also comes back to like, okay, can you afford it? Do you want to make that sacrifice? Is that like what's more important? And I think that's, again, it's a flexibility. It's like the give and take. You don't want to be so focused on like one thing that you kind of like leave the other things on the back burner.
No.
So it's
And I'm more of a compare guy.
Right.
I'm more of like, okay, hey, this is $1,500 for $200 more. Is this worth getting at $200 more?
And will it make it uncomfortable for you? Because that's the other thing. It's like, can you afford it? Cool. But will it make it uncomfortable for you and your family to where like you're not able to either keep up with this payment later on down the road, or if life's, what are you gonna do? Is that $200 really gonna like mess you up?
Yeah.
So that's also really, really important to think about. We sometimes have to do that with our clients. It's just like, okay, I know you said
we started at 14, we're at 2,500.
No, I've had clients that are like, well, my max is 25, and then they're looking at houses that are above the max, and I have to have that conversation like, hey, you said your max is 25, and we were trying to not even have you at your max because again, life happens, lives, and you want to have a little bit of space there, right? Because like God forbid you get sick or something happens and you have to be out of work for a little bit. Then what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's really important.
And that's why I think some people are like, realtors aren't meant for anything. I think as a realtor,
That's mean.
yeah, no, there are people that are like, I don't need a realtor. And hey, everybody has their opinion, but this is why you need a good realtor. A realtor, what their job is to create boundaries, is to create
Yeah.
outlines based on what you told us originally, because it's so easy as human beings. We get so overwhelmed with things, as well as we get
Hmm.
so like we a lot of us I am posted by all the time, and I fall in
He
love and
sure
I'm just
does.
like, dude, this is great, oh, I'll be fine, this and that, and it's our job to bring it back to reality so that we can really make an actual
What's your
decision.
motto?
What's my motto?
When you see something that you're like, it's nice and it's expensive,
I can go buy something. I can buy it because I'll go sell something else.
or he says, I could just make more money. And
Yeah, I
I'm
just
like,
make more money.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Let's not. Like,
well,
then I have
that's
to do that. I have
the
good practice because I have to do that to him and just let's
yeah.
pull ourselves back a
If you
little
need
bit.
AT&T fiber, we're running a special right
Here we
now
go.
that if it's $60 a month, you get a $150 gift card.
Not
So
the
if you
commercial.
need, oh, I should start doing it. If you need AT&T fiber, I'm an AT&T dealer as well. Not a sales rep, a dealer, so we can help you. So I need to go buy. I wanted to buy a bike. It's for my health. You're doing this for
A
you care about me,
bike?
right? Yeah, I want to buy a bike so I can ride around the neighborhood. So if you need AT&T, let me know. But they have one more package. This is what Sarah has to
I
put up with.
can't.
So the last package is like, hey, I need to be in a house ASAP, or I have a lot of stuff going on, and I just need the most professional help I can get.
Yeah.
Their elite bundle, which when you attach elite to something, it's pricey, but
She's
it's
a little
also
classy.
So elite bundle is going to be 3,500 for one person.
Doll hairs?
For one person.
Dang.
Now it's a lot, but you get way more. So
Well, I mean, in retrospect, you
so
would have to
watch.
pay off how much debt is
Yes,
that?
and that's what we'll talk about like that. So again, let's do this. The one before was 1,500 for one or two people.
Right.
You were getting it in 30 days. How? What's the time that you think you'll get the lead in?
Probably 60.
60?
60.
60?
Mm-hmm.
So you're paying more and you're waiting longer?
I would think because there's a lot of things that they have to remove.
14 days. You're cheating. 14 days. They said that they
What?
can get you turned around.
Dang.
All right. The other one was 75,000 of
Why didn't I get this email?
75,000 of collections and charge off
Wow.
removed. That's on the 1,500.
Right. Oh, yeah.
On the elite, it goes up to
125.
no 1,100,
Oh, okay.
but still going up. So that's still pretty good.
I
This
mean,
one though,
14
this
days
one,
and 100K
this one,
is a lot.
This one though went up quite a bit. So the one it's extra trade line. So the one before was $30,000. How much do you think?
75.
$100,000 in trade line credit.
Wow.
Yeah, you look like a baller.
Yeah, that would get your.
That's like an MX card.
Yeah.
Like it looks like you're walking around with an MX card. Like people will look at you differently.
Trade lines at 100K.
Yeah. Now you can't use them. That's the whole point, is just having available credit that people are like, man, he knows how to use. He has it, but he doesn't use it. So that's the thing. You want the idea of them being like, hey, you look amazing. You look great. So yeah, those are the three packages. Now, like some disclaimers to keep in mind is because I've always run into these companies, and what happens is some companies they boost you up like crazy. You look amazing, and then you buy your house, and then your credit's shot to crap. This is not what they do, and this is something I really did ask them originally because I don't like that. What they did, and they were very honest about it too. I was like, hey, look, if I have a client come to you and you shoot them up to a 650 or 700,
like how long does that last?
Yeah. So what they said is a couple of things. One, the removals are permanent. That is amazing. I was like, so that's permanent. The credit lines are only for 60 days though. So after the 60 days, you do come down a little bit, nothing crazy, because mainly it's the removals that got your credit up, not just the trade lines. The trade lines are just an extra boost. But
Fun fact.
Go ahead.
The reason why they add trade lines is because when you dispute and remove things, your credit starts to drop. So adding a trade line definitely helps your credit shoot up.
Because you're losing history and stuff like that too.
Yes, because you're losing history. So the history, because like the credit model is, there's actually 28 different scoring models. Mm-hmm. So FICO is not just 3, or there's actually I think like 14 different FICO scoring models. So it's credit is a different beast.
Yeah.
Like it is
They made it
so
complicated to
complicated.
keep you
Yes, but
away.
for the most part, I think history is like 30% of your score, depending on the model, but
Yeah.
right around
I want to say
30.
30.
Yeah.
Because
So
usage is 35.
right,
Payment history is 25.
something like
And
that.
I think on time
Payments,
payments is 10 or 15.
something.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. So, and again, every scoring model is different.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
continue.
I already forgot what I was saying.
Me too.
Where'd it go? I was saying how they were talking about. So after the 60 days, the
Yes.
credit lines go away. Or if you want to be a baller to really get, because again, there's ways to use credit to really get things in life that you need. Not to go, just get a bunch of credit cards for fun, but actually building wealth through using your credit, through
Yes.
buying more homes, stuff like that, investing. This would be a great model. So they actually have a program. I think it's $200 and something that you can keep the trade lines for an extra 2 months. And you can just pay for that overs and overs until you get to the point where you're opening cars or you actually have that on
Those
your
trade
own.
lines, yeah.
Then you don't need them no more.
Yeah.
But that is in itself, that is, if you don't understand this, I'm trying to get you.
Trade lines are a huge thing.
The reason we're sitting here talking about not just trade lines, credits. Credit is so huge especially if you're young. Like I'm talking to a 19-year-old and a 26-year-old and another 27-year-old. I'm talking to these younger guys in my men's group. And I'm trying
old.
and I'm trying to establish to them like, hey, look, you have great credit right now. You're in a really good position. You're just starting life. You need to start thinking about this stuff now.
Yeah.
Start thinking about this stuff now because I'm about to turn 37.
Knew what we knew back in
if
the
I had
day.
somebody to invest into me when I was younger, and I've had people I didn't listen. If I had the more openness of like,
I think just being open-minded.
Yeah, and they are, which is great.
And like we're gonna get into I think it also has a lot to do with like your mindset. So growing up, like the values and things that you saw around you, you can either fight against that and like if it was negative and open up to something new, or you can stay in your mindset. And I think we did that for a little bit.
We did, but the good thing is like we're changing, we're figuring things out, we're having people invest into us. That we always have people invest into us, but now I think
we're open.
We're being a little bit. Mainly me. I'm being more open. This past
I say we.
I'm being more open. I don't know it all.
Yeah.
So that being said, even if you're not looking to purchase a home right now, I would still get your credit straight. I would still do that because it opens a lot of windows for you for a lot of other things. If you want to do like business credit and stuff like that too, pretty sure they have some information about that. If they don't, we have some people that can help you with that.
And remember, with great credit comes great responsibility. Because I know it sounds
that should be a shirt.
That sounds super cheesy, but it's true. Because like,
let's Did you hear that somewhere?
No, I just made it up.
Oh, that's cool.
Because like, let's say that there's a time, and this is actual saying, not something that I made up. But after you buy your house is the best your credit's ever going to be because you haven't touched it. You haven't opened up new trade lines. You've paid off things. You have great history. There's no inquiries other than the mortgage. And your credit typically, for the most part, is in the best shape it's ever been after you purchase a home. Mm-hmm. That's why when we say like, be careful with your credit is because then you're like, well, I got to go finance my furniture. Mm-hmm. I got to go this and that and that. And it's easy, right, to just fall into those old habits, but then that's what brought us to this in the first place. Yeah. So you want to just be very careful after you buy your home because like at the end of the day, you want to, if you add an additional $1,000 a month, then those extra $200 on that monthly payment really aren't going to matter because now you added another $1,000 to your monthly budget. So yeah, I would caution that. Like this is really great, but it's not going to replace bad habits. Yeah. So just please be careful and be responsible.
Yeah, don't be like, oh, I fixed my credit, I ruined my credit, I'm going back. You can go back.
Yeah,
why?
Yeah.
So how do you get a part of this program?
I sounded like a mom. Like, take care of your credit. Sorry, but
no, you're fine. So how do you get the program? So the main way to do it, it's part of our team. And so the way we're going to do this is you reach out to us. You let us know. We would love to. Our biggest thing is like, we love to jump on a conversation with you, a phone call. We want to get to know you as people and what you're looking for, what you're trying to do. Again, even if you're not here in Texas, still jump on a call with us because, again, we have a huge network now of other realtors all over. Real has, I think, 33,000 agents all over the United
It's
States.
crazy.
33,000 agents. So whenever you're, calling and asking information, if you're not here in Texas, I can give you some information, but I can't do it all because I'm not licensed in Texas. Every state has different laws. So I would rather give you somebody that's in your state of New Jersey, California, that you're just like, man, they know what they're talking about.
We could get licensed.
No, we're not doing that. So, reach out to us. We'll get on a conversation and have that conversation of like what you're looking for, what you need. If you're here in Texas, great. If you're not, we'll get you with that other agent. But what we're gonna do is we'll get you a free consultation with them. And don't freak out. This is what happens. I submit your information with them. This is how they run their business. And I've never seen a company run their business like
crazy.
this. It's like an assembling line. What they'll do is they'll put a group text. Me, you, or whatever agent, me, you, and this agent. And on top of that, 7 other people are in this group text. And it freaked me out the first time because I didn't know. And I was like, who are these people? And each one, so I have them listed right here. So you have, like, I'll give you a couple of, you have client relations, client acquisitions, you have your onboarding agent, you have your attorney, you have all these people sitting in there, and it's like an assembly line. So the onboarding person gets you going, sends you the email to schedule a consultation.
Right.
Then that consultation expert meets you. And then you're going through this assembly and as you're going through this program. And it's freaking crazy. So everybody has their job. So you don't have this one person that's overwhelmed to doing everything. They have one person that does one thing and they get their job done. They send you to the next person. Now it's their job to get that job done and then send you to the next person. And then you're done. That's why they're able to fix. What's wrong? That's why
they're so excited.
I am
really
because,
cute.
dude, I've sent like 5 people to this thing and they're like freaking moving
like
across.
Yeah,
and because again, we've had other people.
No more energy drink for you. I need this.
We've had other people talk to us about their credit programs, but I have not seen people do it this way. I think just the communication alone is amazing.
In this business, excuse me, in this industry, communication is like pulling teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And so finding something like that, it's definitely.
So I'm telling you, so we'll get you into the program. They'll get you your credit done. As well, in our team, we also have our loan officer. So whether you're here or in another city, another state, we're licensed in a couple of different places. We can help you with financing.
Well, I'm licensed in Texas, but my company is licensed in a lot of different states.
Will get you going. So you have everything all right here. You don't have to go look anywhere else. Don't go look anywhere else. We have everything for you. So, and then once you buy your house, we'll get everything done. We'll set you up with internet, set you up with a security system. If you need permanent lights, you need water softeners, you need pest control, we got it all. You need a foundation guy, we got it all. Trust me. So that's what Nest Hub is for. We have everything you need. You don't have to. You need a chiropractor? I got a chiropractor for you. So
he actually does.
Yes, you do. So, but that's for a different video. But that's pretty much
like a one-stop shop.
It really
just makes because I know it's been almost 2 years since we bought our home.
1 week since you looked at me. I was watching How I Met Your Mother the other day.
Anyways, it's been almost 2 years since we bought our home, and it's a stressful time to move, and we still are installing things into our house.
I am not looking in that garage.
Yes, you are.
I need to install.
Yes, you are. It
bends,
is a mess.
The bend things, so you put the bends on top.
The racks.
There
you
go.
Yeah. Because, we're very busy. So, it's just taking us some time. So, I'm very excited that, we actually use quite a few different vendors from Nest Hub to help set up our home.
Yeah. And they've been great. So, again.
We actually work with these people.
Yeah. So, if you guys are looking just to get some more information, you just want to jump on a call, our numbers are at the bottom, or you can go to our emails as well. Whatever you want to do. Text us, call us, whatever you want to do. We'll set up a call for you guys. We want to make sure we set some time aside so we can have those conversations. Mm-hmm. Some people think, it's not going to be long, guys. I've had conversations for like an hour because I'm asking questions you don't even think you needed to ask. They're like, I didn't think I need to know about this. I'm like, yeah. It's like, hey, this is things you need to think about.
Like to buy or for credit?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, both. We really get deep into it. And it's a lot of times, I think a lot of people, you're kind of like me. I'm an avoidance guy. If it's uncomfortable, it's something I don't want to talk about, I really don't want to talk about it. And so what we do is very gently.
Communication, very fun.
Yeah, very gently with how I ask questions, I start getting that information from you because I know it's very uncomfortable. Like when you talk about it, it becomes real. So when you talk about your bad credit or your bad habits, you're like, you start feeling crappy. I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to feel like you're getting help. We're here to help you guys.
Yeah, so, that's sometimes I see clients will reach out and be like, well, I don't have the best credit. And they're like in the mid 600s.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I'm like,
you're
What?
good to go.
And
You're
then,
good to go.
I
Oh,
don't
for the
have,
most part, we have to
yeah.
depend cements.
And, or I don't have,
That's the income
I don't
ratio.
have,
That'll be the next one.
no, I don't have a big down payment. I only have like $10,000. And I'm like,
Mhm.
you don't need that much. And they're like, I
Yeah.
thought I needed like
Depending on home.
$30,000. Yes, but just depending on the home, depending on the down payment, they think that they need at least 20 to 30% to put
Yeah,
down.
I get
And
that a lot.
a lot. So there's a lot of misinformation. And I mean,
Mhm.
it don't get me wrong. It's good if you want to put that much money on a down payment.
Give me some.
No, you already drank most of it
Yeah.
because he takes like big gulps.
There you go.
So you don't necessarily, you don't need, like, can you have it? Will it
Yeah.
make impact your payment in a good way? Absolutely, but you don't need that. And a lot of people that come to us are like, well, I didn't know because I thought I needed
Yeah.
this much, or I thought I needed a score. I mean, if you're a VA, there is no minimum credit score required by the VA. If you're looking for an FHA, the minimum you need is a 580. If you're looking for conventional, the minimum you need, depending on, is a 620. So that, like, I think the thing I love about us and even making these videos is educating people and kind of breaking those myths, because that is not necessarily what you need.
Yeah, no, and it's been really fun, especially since we're switching over. It's all about just meeting new people that do different things that we've never done before, and we're not afraid. Like, if we don't know the answer, we will find a person to know the answer. Like, our previous broker was a lot of information.
Very
This new
knowledgeable.
team lead has a lot of information, and we're constantly growing and learning new things.
And going to classes. We went
classes.
to, like, I think 3 or 4 classes last week.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And like 2 this week.
Yeah, I that's something I love to do, is just keep learning from other people.
Just being a sponge.
Yeah. So again, that's everything, guys. Again, reach out to us. Also,
that's it.
If you
had questions.
No, we're good.
Oh.
Also, if you are a realtor or thinking about becoming a realtor, I would highly recommend you decide or think about Real brokerage. We're gonna make a video about that, of all the things that Real does as a brokerage. So if you're thinking about, even if you're not here in Texas, they're all around the United States. So if you want information about that, we'll have a link at the bottom for you guys to reach out to us if you want to set a conversation for that. Because even though we're here in Texas, let's say you're in a different city, there may be an office there where you can find a mentor. Because again, one of the biggest things in real estate, 90% of people fail in their first year. Real estate is hard. And so I highly recommend finding a team and people that can invest into you to help your business, so that way you can grow and be successful at it.
Yeah.
That is key. So if that's something you want to do, or if you want to be a loan officer, or if you're a realtor that would like to have a loan officer's license, there's so many ways you can do a lot of great things for your clients. Be that person that when they come to you, you have answers for them and you have resources. That's what we try to teach.
I think resources has like been the best thing that we've
because Sari became her loan officer and she's been learning all the back end stuff that we don't really learn about in real estate.
I've learned a lot. So even though I don't work on some of the loans like hands on, it's been really good because like I can still get information about that, and I'm starting to understand the back side of things. Because like sales, like how you negotiate contracts, all that stuff, that's real estate, but how you structure the loan and the way that you structure all of that impacts the price. Yes. So learning all of that has been really, really helpful.
Yeah, and she has. So we have our real estate team, and then we have a loan officer team that we are part of too. Yeah. So it's really great having a senior loan officer who's actually a co-founder of the business.
Yeah.
And her whole team. So when we have loan officer questions, we go to somebody that's very seasoned loan officer, and she can really get things done and help us out with that. So
and refis too. So not necessarily new home purchases, but refinances as well.
We're gonna be making videos, and I would like to get 2 a week because I think we have so much stuff, and I know but we have to. Like the way I see it is fine. You guys are out there, and you're like, where do we get this information?
I like to talk. I just don't like to be on camera.
That's fine. Just close your eyes while you talk. So we just I get calls every day, and I constantly hear people with the same questions.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we can just put it out there, 1 or 2 times, it'll be a great library or resource that we can build up for a lot of people. So again, guys, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll talk to you guys later.
Or drop it. Where are you putting this?
Facebook, YouTube.
Okay.
Where's it be posted everywhere though?
We'll just put it in whatever platform comments are because we can respond to
Yeah,
we can
comments. Yeah,
respond in video form, or we can make a list of like frequently asked
we can do
questions
that.
and just
That's a
kind
good
of
idea, babe.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, I think we're gonna start doing some classes, some virtual classes on the buyer
Oh
process,
yeah,
the listing process,
there's a
even
lot of stuff we're planning on
rentals.
this year.
Yeah, we're trying to be just more accessible because I feel like posting on platforms is good, but we're gonna be doing these
Live engagements.
live, so that you can actually.
So like we'll probably sit here too, or we'll sit at an open house. We'll have
Yeah,
live open houses too, and
I kind of
so
want to do some of those. I saw a virtual open house idea, and I thought
mhm,
that was really cool.
yeah.
So if that's something that you're interested in, let us know.
Yeah, and then on the other side too, I really want if you're a realtor and needing some help. Again, we don't know everything, but as we learn, we want to share stuff too. So we'll
Yeah,
probably have some real estate classes too,
that'd be cool.
and helping some realtors,
Some lunch
find
and
business and
learns.
stuff like that. Yeah, some
I
lunches.
think
I think
that's
it'd be
good.
pretty fun. But all right, guys, you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.